I really don't know. We'll see. I think we'll know a little more today. Obviously, we're encouraged by the fact that he has been cleared to participate. I think that's a good sign. He feels good, so we'll see how it goes. We're not going to, run him till his tongue's hanging out. We'll be smart with him, and how many plays we do. We'll limit him today, but then we'll see how he progresses. So. Is there a chance that he could play? I hope so. I think the health of Sammy's the big question. Whether Robert's healthy or not. Make sure Sammy's ready to go before he's out there. As much as we want him, obviously he's a difference maker when he's out there. So, I get it. 32nd in the league. Again, stats sometimes, we're also #1 in rushing. So there's going to be a balancing thing there. We expect to be better than 32, but we don't have to be if we're able to run the football. So we'll see. Well, I think we'll just lean on him, and we'll also, we'll just keep, watching him as he goes. I think the big thing is, making sure it's not his thumb doesn't get infected. That's the #1 thing. I think if that stays clean and there's no issue there, I think he's going to be okay. Forget it. The guy played great. I mean, that's what we've been, when you look at our defense and how Wales and we talked about building this defense, one of our central pieces was that nose tackle and having that big man in there as a dominant player. Well, he dominated that game. There's no question. Just from a talent standpoint. It's usually you think, hey, you 2-win team. Something's, you got, maybe it's the team would be short on talent, not this one. I mean, this one right here is loaded. I mean, they got 3 really good receivers. 2 of them were in the top 100 last year, voted by the players. You got 2 excellent running backs, and you got a franchise-type quarterback. So that's the skill levels there. And then on defense, I mean, they're loaded on defense. They pick up the kid from Denver last year, Jackson. You got you got some linebackers that are speedy type guys that can run and hit. You got Ramsey, one of the best players in the draft. So I mean, this is a very talented roster. I don't really, I don't know. I know the team played hard when Doug was the head coach here, and but how things worked out, I don't know. Doug's not this team's coach anymore. I am. I'm blessed to be the coach here. So I hope it's a miserable experience, for everybody. We want to win, man. I think our fans are, this is as loyal a fan base as there is. So it's going to be, we want to create that miserable day for people. The fans are a big part of it. Nope, I don't know all the particulars of things, but I can tell you this spot right here, like I really know the fan base. I grew up, I spent 8 years in Toronto. My dad was coaching with the Jets. I was very familiar with the fan base here and the loyalty and the, just the spirit of this fan base. That was one of the big reasons that attracted me to this job, and let alone, Kim and Terry Pagula. I thought that was, that's why I wanted this job. And, they're gonna take me kicking and screaming out of this place, and one day that'll happen. And I'll be doing it that way, But it's, I ain't worried about that. So I think it ain't gonna happen for a long time. Well, some are forced. I think sometimes you get behind turnovers. Sometimes you'll force an issue more. They've also had some bad luck. Now let's face it. I mean, they've had, I think, 2 interceptions that were kicked. So they've had that. But with that being said, we're going to attack the football. There's no question about it, and hope we get some opportunities to make some plays. Well, I think first off, I don't know what the turnover is, but there's probably a third of the guys. The roster probably turned over a third of the players, and it really means nothing right now because it could be like, hey, look, we lost to them. Thought we should have won the game. There were some contributing factors that went along with it, but we got beat. That's just the way it is. what we're trying to do now is just make sure we don't get beat this game. And so that's our focus is on this opponent, this year's opponent, and finding a way to get a win.